Subject matter expert of this video is Dr. Aerum from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, and the academic expert or the reviewer of this video is Professor Jasim Ahmed from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. Hello, my dear students. I am Dr. Aerum Assistant Professor at Institute of Advanced Studies in Education, Department of Teachers Training and Non-Formal Education, Faculty of Education, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. Today, we will be talking about a topic which is related to the concept, the principles, and the stages of development. Let us start the session first with the objectives. We all, as a teacher, need to study the growth and development of learners, as all the learners have to deal with the different type of socio-economic and the cultural backgrounds. The teacher, as an agent of the society, is very much responsible to bring desirable changes in the behavior of a learner so that the learner may shoulder the responsibilities of a good citizen to accelerate the process of national development. The other reason to study the development or the process of development is the continuity from the past to the present. And present can be understood better in terms of the past history. And when we talk about this process of development, we can see that how a teacher is uh, basically considering the child as the part of his or her life. And prior to joining a school, the child basically accumulates enormous experiences in the home, in the environment in which the child is born and brought up. And also, besides the home, the neighborhood, the environment in which uh, or the very useful starting or you can say the starting education which can be considered to the informal education is somehow imparted to the child in the effective or non-effective way. If it is in effective way, we can find that the development starts happening in a proper way, and if there is some sort of problem, then we can find that in the process of development there are many hindrances. So the foremost responsibility of a teacher is to see that how the child's overall development is taking place. Individual differences are always there. We all know that every child is a unique entity. So the individual differences among the children, basically they play a very important role also in their education. So the teacher must know the potentialities and the capacities of each and every child of his or her class, so that the teacher can exploit the best and the most important capabilities for the benefit of this particular child or the individual, which can make him or her the best possible citizen for the society. So the teacher must know the basic principles of growth and development and the characteristics which emerge at different age levels in various developmental dimensions to provide the effective guidance for the harmonious development of a child. So in this particular lecture, we will be discussing about those basic concepts which explain us about the growth and the development, and also we will be trying to discuss the principles, the different stages and all those dimensions which we have got when we try to understand the process of growth and development. So first try to understand the concept, what exactly we mean by this concept when we talk about growth and development. So growth and development, we have using these two terms interchangeably. Many a times it is used interchangeably, and most of the developmental psychologists use both the processes, and they also use it interchangeably because these two processes are interrelated and interdependent on each other. It is very difficult to differentiate the contribution of growth and development separately on the personality of an individual. So, in this way, some psychologists define growth as an indicative of the increase in the bodily dimensions, the height, the weight, which are generally confined to the quantitative changes. And in the words of Arnold Gisel, he he is an American child psychologist. He has given a definition of growth. He says that growth is a function of the organism rather than of the environment as such. The environment furnishes the foil and the milieu for the manifestation of development, but these manifestations come from inner compulsions and are primarily organized by inherent inner mechanics and by an intrinsic physiology of development. The very plasticity of growth requires that there be limiting and regulatory mechanisms. Growth is a process so intricate and so sensitive that there must be powerful stabilizing factors, intrinsic rather than extrinsic, which preserve the balance of the total pattern and direction of the growth trend. Maturation is, in a sense, a name for the regulatory mechanism. Quotes close. So these are the words of Arnold Gisel when he talks about the concept of growth. Then development can be defined as the emerging and expanding capacities of the individual to provide greater facility in functioning. What type of functioning? Like the development of motor ability, from uncertain steps to proficiency in games. We see that once the child is growing up, first the child actually takes very uncertain steps. He or she used to fall on the floor, and even walking is a tedious task for him or her. But in the later years, once the development is complete, then we can find him running and playing all the games and doing all the things in a very proficient way. So development, as a matter of fact, is achieved through the means of growth. Development refers to the interactions of a person and his or her environmental surroundings, and the after products or the byproducts which we get in this process. They All these byproducts alter the existing response, the tendencies in such a way that they the outcomes are the increase in the strength, the degree of differentiation, and the organization of the personality of a human being or any individual. And these are few of those references and the suggested further readings which can be considered once you are trying to study more about the topic. So see you all another day, another time in another session. Thank you for this time. Thank you so much.